Welcome to Running for Real, a global community with a shared love and curiosity for running. Together we reconnect with the reasons why we love to run and discover ways it helps us become better people. Whether it's the quiet moments of a morning run while the rest of the world still sleeps, or befriending the strangers next to you at the start line of a race, we are here to connect with others who see running as the common thread that weaves our lives together. Come join me, Tina Muir, as I talk with people from all walks of life, united by a love of running. Hello, my friends. Welcome to episode 389 and happy International Women's Day. If you are listening to this episode on Friday, the 8th of March, 2024, although I hope this episode will be one you can go back to over and over again. I had this idea come to me a few weeks ago that I wanted to collect up some messages from women in my life who inspire me every single day to be the best version of myself. And I am so fortunate to have incredible women in my life. And so I reached out and I sent a text message. Actually, I sent a rambling voice memo. And I could not believe the responses, how quickly they came through. Obviously, there's always going to be challenges. We always have things going on. We all have hectic lives. And yet, message after message, they came through. Yes, 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 love to. And so this is what we came up with. I am so excited to be bringing you a beautiful collection of voices and women who have various experiences and inspire me in different ways. And I have a feeling they will inspire you in different ways. So we're going to have a word from one of our sponsors, and then we're going to kick it off with one of the most special women in my life who is going to wish us a happy International Women's Day. Then we will get right to this episode as a collection of women with their advice to you. Let's go listen. Thank you so much to Tracksmith for sponsoring this episode of the Running for Real podcast and for supporting Running for Real in general. Tracksmith has done so much to allow us to really chase after our dreams, make big changes. Those of you who have thanked me for the work that I have done, a lot of that is because of the support Tracksmith has given me. I am so appreciative of them. And beyond supporting me, they also want to support you. Have you heard about Tracksmith's PR bonus? I could tell you today about the Brighton-based long sleeve that is my favorite, the session speed shorts, the lane 5 shorts. I could tell you about any of those things, how they're long lasting, they're durable, they are beautifully made, comfortable. I literally couldn't pick a single thing wrong with any of them, but I want to talk to you about this PR bonus. So Tracksmith believes that chasing a personal best is both core to the amateur spirit and what makes it meaningful. And yes, pros have their efforts rewarded, acknowledged. The focus is very much on them. But they want to change that. If you, and I'm talking to you listening to this right now, if you set a PR or a PB between January 1st and April 30th in any standard distance run or track and field, from the 100 to the marathon, the triple jump, the shot put, anything else, you can earn a $100 credit towards your next Tracksmith purchase. $100 credit. So I encourage you, if you are feeling like you want to chase down a goal, you can submit your PR. They'll give you a $100 credit to go get yourself something from Tracksmith. Has to be done in 2024. And you can only use it once. But I definitely encourage you to go check it out. You can go to tracksmith.com/Tina. You will see a heading there that says PR bonus where you can learn about that. Also check out the other amazing items that they have to offer. As I said, these are long-lasting, durable items, and that's that is the number one thing you can do as a consumer is buy quality, long-lasting items when you need to purchase something and use it for a long time. You will be able to do that with Tracksmith. Thank you to Tracksmith for sponsoring Running for Real, for supporting me, and go to tracksmith.com/Tina.
Happy International Women's Day.
Hi, my name is Hardeep, and I'm a writer and community builder based in Brooklyn, New York. The one piece of advice I would give to women listening is to truly trust yourself. Trust the inner voice, the intuition, whatever your gut is telling you. I think historically for women, because of the patriarchy, We don't always trust our intuition and our gut, or are often skeptical about our inner dialogue. But like anything, it's a muscle and it requires practice. When you think about it, we are the givers of life, literally. And so that energy lives in our bodies. Our ancestral guidance lives in our bodies. It's in our DNA. So I think really trusting yourself and your gut is what's going to allow you to show up authentically and as true to yourself as possible. And in turn, this means standing up for the things that you believe in. It means speaking out when no one else is. It will allow us to be more united, not just as women, but socially, culturally, and really push for the change that we want to see in the world. So that's my advice. Lean in, trust yourself, and move through.
My name is Dr. Abby Bales. I live and work in New York City. I am a women's health physical therapist. I have 2 kids and a husband. And what I wish that I internalized faster when I was growing up and into my adult life was that I can do anything that I put effort into trying to do. My resume, my background, my experience doesn't dictate what I am capable of doing. It informs others of what I have done. It reminds me of what I have done, but that's it. And if I want to do something that isn't already listed on my resume, then I should try and do that. I should work really hard to do that, and I should not be afraid to put myself in rooms where the opportunities for me to do that thing exist, or feel intimidated by others who are also trying to do that thing, because chances are they don't have the experience either. So anyway, that would be something that I would maybe wish that I had felt sooner. But now I feel it, and it feels good.
Hi, my name is Rachel Norfleet. I'm an ultra runner, a mom, a loyal friend, a great listener, a lover of the outdoors. I am so many things. For work, I'm the director of partnerships for R4R Running. My husband, my 2-year-old son, and I all live in Bozeman, Montana, where we enjoy everything that Montana has to offer. Today on International Women's Day, I want to encourage women to fearlessly step into the fullness of who you are. Lean into what makes you unique and know that that is your superpower in this world. The more that we understand ourselves, the more effective we are in our jobs, in our lives, and in the many roles that we play. As a mom, as a friend, as whoever you uniquely are in this world. True empowerment is found in lifting others as you rise, creating community where every woman's success is a shared triumph. Today, I want every woman listening to know that they bring value to the table, probably more than they give themselves credit for. I want them to know that they're unique, that each of us holds superpowers, and that by tapping into that and encouraging other women to tap into their best skills, we all elevate. Happy International Women's Day.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Inpine. I am a daughter, a sister, a best friend, a troublemaker, a peacekeeper, a light in a sometimes dark world, and a staunch advocate, supporter, lover of women in this world. If I had one piece of advice to give to women, it would be to take up space, to know that what you bring into this world, nobody else can bring, that your voice and your opinion and everything that you believe in and do matters. And you should always, always be bold and powerful and strong and fierce. And don't be afraid to take up space. The world will tell you that you are not enough, that you are too much, that you need to be more of something or less of something. None of that is true. You are everything that you are, exactly the way that you are. and you will change and you will grow and you will evolve and you will find levels that are deeper and more meaningful, and you will learn as you live and you travel through this world. Be unapologetically you and give to this world what only you can, and love every minute of it because it passes by much too quickly.
Hi, I'm Alexandria. I am a 2-time Boston Marathon finisher and also received my 6 stars there at Boston last year. I have a passion for marketing and a commitment to diversity and inclusion. I'm definitely a voice for creating more inclusive spaces within the running community and beyond. So I strive to inspire through my journey and the stories I share. My piece of advice to the women listening is about the power of embracing your unique journey. In a world that often rushes us, remember that true growth and fulfillment come from appreciating each step of your path. Whether you're lacing up your sneakers for a solidarity down run, presenting a pitch to a room full of executives, or advocating for diversity and inclusion, each moment is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and move forward with purpose. Women supporting women is not just a mantra. It's a dynamic force. My favorite aspect of solidarity is the boundless inspirations it fosters. When we lift each other up, we create a ripple effect of empowerment, confidence, and collective success. It's about more than just achieving our individual goals. It's about raising the bar for what we as a community can accomplish together. Thanks for allowing me to share. I believe in the strength of our voices and the strides we continue to make together. So let's keep running for real, embracing our diverse journeys and supporting one another every step of the way.
Hello, I'm Erica Edwards O'Neill. I am an attorney, a diversity, equity, and social responsibility executive in the running industry, the founder of EEO Consults and the Perfectly Out of Place podcast. I'm the wife to an amazing husband and the mother to 4 wonderful daughters and the pet mom to a rather disrespectful dog named Dexter, but more about him some other time. I would want my daughters to be reminded and other women of one particular thing, and that is to really give up on the notion of attempting to fit in or making yourself small or folding yourself into shapes, and fully embrace the odd girl out. All the things that make you strange, weird, unique, love them, embrace them, lean in.
Hello, my name is India Calloway, and I am in Atlanta, Georgia. I am a race announcer, MC, event host, as well as a content creator by way of YouTube and also social media. I have a platform, Miles from India, that I love to provide great encouragement as well as support, tips, and trick as I matriculate through my consistent running journey. And hope to inspire those that are running and hope to become runners. So my advice to you and to the women that are listening is don't forget to show up authentically. You are yourself and you are your own being. No matter what it takes, don't forget your why. And also don't forget that whatever movement that you are doing, you are amazing. Whether it be your level of fast, slow, movement is movement. And don't forget that you are special within doing it. Stay positive within yourself and make sure that you are showing up in your particular way that you want to, no matter what. Consistency is key, but don't forget if you fall back on what you're doing, that's okay. You're not any less of a runner. Continue to stay positive, sit in the moments, sit in your feelings, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the movement. And if that movement includes running, so be it. I love to see it. Thank you, and continue to be blessed.
Hi, my name is Haley Price. I'm head of North America Sports Sponsorships at Tata Consultancy Services. I've been in the sports industry for about 20 years, and I'm the proud mom of 2 girls, ages 9 and 6. And I live in Madison, Connecticut. I'm passionate about pancakes, about experimental gardening, throwing some things in the ground and seeing what happens. Passionate about being outside year-round. I believe there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. And what I wish women listening would sometimes learn earlier in life than later is sometimes setting boundaries is just not pretty, right? When you set a boundary for yourself, it is to protect yourself and to make you happy, right? It's not to make other people happy. So sometimes some people are going to have some feelings about that boundary, and that's totally okay. As long as it's serving you and your values, that is what is most important. The other thing is sometimes saying no to something in life, like an event or a person or an opportunity, is actually saying yes to yourself. Closing that door is opening one to maybe some self-care, some self-reflection, a time to pause and think. Just because you have an opportunity doesn't mean you should take it. You got to think about what makes you happy and what you want to do first, not what you don't want to do.
My name is Liz Rock, and I am the co-founder of Trailblazers Run Co., which is a women's running group located in Boston and beyond, where we like to take a holistic approach on how we serve the women's running community. I guess one thing I would love women to know is how powerful we as women truly are. By knowing your power, owning your power, and sharing your power with others is something that is beyond magical. Own who you are, flaws and all, and always remember who the fuck you are. Happy Women's History Month.
Hello, my name is Shelley Villalobos. I work at America's oldest conservation-oriented nonprofit organization called American Forests. I'm in our California office working on recovery and reforestation of landscapes that have been disturbed by high-severity wildfires in recent years. Right here near where I grew up in Northern California, we've been hit hard and are losing a lot of our forested ecosystems as they transition to shrub-based chaparral ecosystems. And as I think about this prompt on International Women's Day of what advice I would give to other women, what comes up for me is that I have no advice to share, and I encourage women not to take other people's advice. I am leaning into the practice of going within and trusting that there is a deep set intuition-based wisdom within each and every one of us that we can tap into if we find the ways to the silence that allows us to access that wisdom. And if we can lean into that practice and there's so many different ways to it, right? Whatever your hobby may be, or a creative pursuit, or physical activity, meditation, breath work, so many ways to that quiet place that will guide us forward without the need for any external advice taking. That is the thought that I have to share today. And happy International Women's Day to all of the wise women across the world.
Hi, I'm Julie Anderson, and I build brand and community for AG1 by day. And in the nights and weekends, I'm working on building a women's golf brand called Cindy James, whose mission is to introduce women to the game of golf in a fun, welcoming, and inclusive way. One thing I wish women knew is that, and I know a million people say this, but I really think we need to listen to it and really feel it and do it and believe it, is that we have to fill up our cup before we can fill up anyone else's cup. I think it's in our DNA that we are helpers, supporters, nurturers, and oftentimes we sacrifice and compromise our own health, well-being, mental strength, and stability in order to be in service of one another. And what I wish women could stop, pause, and really reevaluate is how can we first be in service of ourselves?
Hello. My name is Tiffany K. Martin. I am the CEO and owner of TK Martin Consulting, and I'm also the founder and executive director for Elevated Health and Community. I just wanted to share some positive words with the ladies out there today, the women and femme of the world, as you're taking on your responsibilities, whether they're for work, for play, for family, whatever it is you find yourself feeling that you need to engage in and do. I just want to empower you to take the time to take care of yourself. We always hear the messages that self-care is paramount and that it's not selfish, but we often put our needs of care to the side. I want you to hold on to your dreams. I want you to hold on to your vision. I want you to hold on to your joy and your peace. And I want you to be intentional about getting the things that you need to pour back into yourself. It's so easy to get caught up with the daily hustle and grind and the responsibilities of adulting and all the different roles we play in life. But you are no good to anyone if you can't be any good to yourself. So please be intentional. Take the time you need and put the same amount of energy into yourself as you put into all the other things you do. It's so funny sometimes how we just do 110% to everyone else, to all of our pursuits. And then when it's time for us to rest and do for us, we kind of half-ass it. So I am giving you permission today. You can take care of yourself. It is okay. And yes, it's selfish in a self-preserving way. And it's the best gift you can give not only to yourself, but to others. So I appreciate you. I see all that you're doing. I know the challenges that are out there today. Success is yours. It's there. It's right in front of you. But I want you to take care of yourself so you can enjoy it. Be well. Be happy. Be more. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Mary Rice Booth. I am a diversity officer for a national nonprofit, as well as on the board of Marathon Kids, which is a nonprofit organization that cultivates a love of running for young people all the way up to adults. And a piece of advice that I would give to women is to take up space. We may feel internally like we're not supposed to be there, or our voice doesn't matter, or you may feel that external forces are telling us that we shouldn't be there, or our voice doesn't matter. But whatever you need to do you need to wear that color, put in that stance, say that motto to yourself, whatever it may be, but ensure that you're taking up space and you're meant to be there.
Hello, my name is Larissa Rivers. I have worked at my dream job for the last 12 years at Strava, the #1, objectively speaking, motivation app for athletes around the world. I'm also the mom of 3 amazing girls who refuse to stop growing, and it's crazy how fast it all goes. I love to run, maybe a little too much, but it truly fills me up, makes me a better person, and has allowed me to do things, meet amazing people, and go to places that I never dreamed possible. I also have a secret, or maybe not so secret, passion for maternal health. As someone who was lucky enough to have 3 physiological births, I found the process of being pregnant, literally getting to bring life into this world, to be the most empowering and awe-inspiring thing I've ever done. And I've run 100 miles, but nothing compared to birth. We are incredibly powerful beings. My advice for women who may or may have not even decided to start their own families is to embrace your own power as a woman. It is a gift. And this is true regardless of birthing children or not. We are all incredibly powerful women when we can do anything we put our minds and hearts into the things we love.
Hey, it's the funny runner, Brittany Charbonneau, professional runner for the North Face and artist from Denver, Colorado. And on this International Women's Day, I wish the women listening knew that their bodies are works of art. We don't compare fine pieces of art. We just admire them or wonder how they're created or what the story is. So why are we doing that with our bodies? For years, I've compared my body to other elite runners, other athletes, or even past versions of myself. And it's like trying to copy someone else's artwork. No matter how much you try, it'll never look exactly like the original. And guess what? It's not supposed to. So what if we start to approach our bodies with curiosity and kindness for what it allows us to do? Those strong quads are mountains on the canvas for helping us climb. Those non-shredded abs are a sun in the sky on our canvas, made of a donut, though, as a reminder of how far you've come in enjoying food and actually fueling your body on your runs. Each part of yourself that you don't love becomes a big sparkly firework in the sky on your canvas. And that serves as a reminder that, like, boom, my body is powerful and explosive and sparkly and incredible as is. So I invite every woman, every person to take a step back and admire their body as a work of art. Frame it. Art comes in all shapes and sizes, and we never think, I wish that one was a different size, or I wish this small piece of art was bigger, or I wish this big, beautiful piece of art was smaller. So enjoy yourselves, be grateful for what your body can do, and trust that you are a work of art. Happy International Women's Day.
Hi, my name is Ali Ostrander, and I am a professional runner and content creator. I aim to help raise awareness for mental health amongst athletes while also sharing my journey with training and racing at a high level. If I could tell women listening one thing, it would be that your ability is not tied to your appearance, and that the way that your body looks does not dictate how you will perform and should not be the priority for your training. So make sure to take care of yourself and always put your health first.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jen Gaudiani. I'm an internist in Denver who specializes in eating disorders. And on this wonderfully important day, I would love to share 2 thoughts with you. First of all, be aware of and try to resist diet culture. Fat phobia is everywhere, and diet culture promises so much while often just giving us back misery, unwellness, and unhappiness. So try to think about the ways in which it shows up in your life. It certainly surrounds all of us, and think about ways that you might compassionately protect yourself from it. 2, there are a series of questions that I love to ask and I think benefit all of us as we contemplate how do we live well in the world. The first one is, do I know what I need right now? It can be hard. We're not really trained to ask ourselves, what do I need right now? But asking yourself that can be so valuable. And it doesn't matter who else would judge that or what other people's opinions would be. Only you know what you need in a given moment. The second question is, can I be kind about having that need? Again, a lot of women are not supported in being encouraged to have needs and meet them. We're encouraged to be like, oh, I'm not that tired, I could put off resting. I'm not that hungry, I could put off eating. No, let's be kind when we assess what we have as a need and say like, yeah, that is my need. It is what it is. And then 3, can I meet my need? So I know what I need. I can be kind to that need, and I will meet that need. If we can all work towards that, appreciating that there can be a lot of barriers to it, the world's going to be a better place. I wish you all the best.
Hi, my name is Allison. I am a run coach and physical therapist assistant living in the Baltimore, Washington area. And one thing I wish women knew is that your body is perfect in every season and in every shape. I know a lot of times we harp on ourselves about extra stomach weight or cellulite or stretch marks or postpartum, how we look. You know, there are so many societal pressures on how we should look and how our body should perform. And your body is perfect in every single season of your life. It carries you well and it serves you well. And on every run, I really wish for you to honor that and acknowledge that your body is serving you just as it should in this exact moment.
Hi, my name is Sandy Williamson, and I am a single mother who loves living life to its fullest side by side with my daughter. I wish every woman hearing this message knew how important they are to so many others. You're worthy, you're beautiful, you're strong, and you're loved. Embrace it.
What's up? My name is Erin Bailey. I'm the founder of Momentum Management. We're a talent agency specializing in the run space, and I'm about to get my run on myself. One thing I wish women knew is just how powerful they freaking are. Period. How capable they are, how smart they are, how much space they deserve to take up, how they don't need to be waiting for other people to give them permission to take up that space. They're amazing and capable and brilliant, all on their own.
I'll be honest, I spent a lot of last year injured. While it may not seem that way when I look at my kind of highlight reel of my running over the year, I actually was not able to get as much running in as I would like, and also had to cut a lot of races out of my schedule because of an injury. Now I am getting back into longer runs. I've done a few 16-mile long runs, a few 17s, and I am finally feeling like I can get back to those long runs and maybe dream of doing a race sometime soon. That means I can get back to using gels. I can get back to using chews from Precision, which I absolutely love to take beyond the fueling component of keeping myself fueled for races, but just in general, I enjoy it. So I love the original gels. They go down really easy. I put a video recently on my social media of me taking down an entire gel in 20 seconds, enjoying it while doing it. That's how easily they go down. I also want to mention their chews. I love that my favorite flavor is lemon and mint. It's just a good little combination there. And if you don't know how much fuel you should be taking, what you should be taking, they have a free fuel and hydration planner that you can go to in the show notes to get directly for you. Don't have to use Precision products, but it'll help you figure out what you need. There's also free consultation links that you can get in there. A free 20-minute call, no obligations, no nothing. As a friend of mine, you can get 15% off if you are ready to go get yourself some Precision fuel. And you can use the code Tina sent me if you want to go use that at precisionfuelandhydration.com. And there's also going to be plenty of links to the other things I talked about today in that, including that fuel and hydration planner, which will help you figure out how much carb, fluid, sodium you need to perform at your best. I love Precision because they put so much thought and energy and intention into what they do. And I also take their electrolytes, not only every morning, first thing I do when I wake up, yes, even before my AG1, but also I take it during and after my runs. I love the taste. It's really easy. Go use code Tina sent me at precisionfuelandhydration.com.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm a professional ultra runner and mum and cancer survivor. What I wish women knew who are listening is that you're capable of so much more than you think you are. You're stronger, you're unbelievable, and you need to follow your dreams. Whatever you think that is, go for it. Just do it. And you will totally surprise yourself because you are so strong. As women, we are just incredibly strong, and we just need to follow our dreams.
Hello, everyone. My name is Diane Curry, and I'm a professional runner for ASICS and a real estate agent. I'm based in Flagstaff, Arizona. I just want to wish everyone happy International Women's Day and hope everybody's having a great day. And one piece of advice I would like to give to women listening is don't be afraid to try something new. Life is really, really short. And if there is something you always wanted to do, but you are afraid that you might, not succeed, just do it. Honestly, it's just fun. Try something new and take care of yourself. Being a woman is really fun, especially today, 2024. We have a long ways to go, but I would say that we have so many opportunities now, and the more we support each other, the better we'll be. And together, there's nothing we can do if we want to. All right, have a great day.
Hi, my name is LaToya Shante Snell. I am the founder and CEO of a platform called Running Fat Chef that I started in August 2016. Originally, this platform was geared towards sharing my unfiltered experiences and adventures of being in the road and trail marathon and ultra marathon community while plus size, while Black, while queer, and while chronically ill. And it's blossomed into this amazing movement where I am now able to be a full-time creator, aka influencer, visual and written storyteller, to be a motivational speaker, and essentially to take my advocacy to another level where I didn't even think that someone like me would have a voice. A great deal of what I would encourage and I want women to know is to trust yourself the very first time. Oftentimes we either talk ourselves out of situations where we can actually see the best version of ourselves, where we can give ourselves permission to grow and blossom. But society has conditioned us over the years to doubt ourselves, to be silent, to reduce that voice in our heads that's sometimes gearing us into the right direction. I encourage you to be bold, not necessarily be brave, but lean in to that intuition that may be gearing you towards the best thing that you've never tried. I encourage you to do these things with curiosity, to do it without looking or seeking perfection, to give yourself permission to make mistakes, to dare to be loud, to take up space figuratively, physically, emotionally, all of the things that would make your heart grow and could possibly extend another person in the room space for them to be themselves. Most oftentimes what I've realized through this space and others is that the very best thing or the newest thing that might be out might thrive inside of our heads, and we don't give it permission to take shape. So if it's anything that I can encourage, please listen to yourself the very first time. It might be the best thing you never did.
Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm a running coach, business owner, and mom. One piece of advice I would give to any woman listening is to never, ever stop believing in yourself. Even when it seems like everyone around you has doubts, everything might be turned against you. It might seem like your goals and your dreams are taking years to achieve, but just remember that you're so much stronger than you think, and you can do anything you put your mind to. Enjoy the process, work hard, and keep pursuing.
Hi, my name is Gabi Alcala. I'm a mother of 4 kids. I'm a massage therapist who loves to run long distance. Ultra running is trespassing mental space more than physical. One of my biggest advice to women is that we're capable of doing amazing things. When we trespass the fear of conquering something, when you are afraid of doing something amazing, that's exactly what we need to do to discover what is in the other side of our fear or our own limitation.
My name is Natalie Mitchell. I'm a lifelong athlete, a marathoner, a wife, a mom, a podcaster, race announcer, and running coach. My one piece of advice for women is that it's not about the numbers. It's not about the number of followers that you have on social media. It's not about how many zeros you have in your bank account. It's not about a particular number in your race time. Those things don't matter. What really matters is the people around you, the people that really love you, a collection of wonderful people in your life, whether it's friends, family, a mixture of both, someone that you can cry and really tell your deepest secrets and that they will understand you and love you and support you. Those are the things that are important. It's about going outside and looking at the most beautiful sky after a rainfall and breathing in sweet air and taking in nature around you. It's about being a strong woman and following a path that may not be what you thought it was going to be. And the timeline may not happen when you want it to happen, but being relentless, gritty, and strong, and never giving up on your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. And I just want to say that those are the important things in life. Those are the important things, and the numbers and all of the material possessions don't matter. So find your joy in your people, in nature, and being relentless about what you want in this life. Happy International Women's Day.
My name is Christine Burke. I'm a mother, a wife, a runner, and a longtime admirer of the work that Tina does to make this world a better, more kind, and healthier place in which to live. There's generations of advice I've been blessed with throughout my life, much of which would be philosophical and beautiful, but more profound than I can muster today. So instead, I'll share a thought, much more practical in nature. And that is that every day I get out for a run or a walk in nature with a girlfriend is a good day. And for each of those women I've shared miles with, from my mother to my daughter to coaches, teammates, colleagues, and friends, I thank you.
Happy International Women's Day. This is Sarah Crouch. I am a former professional marathoner who was a 4-time Olympic trials qualifier and first American at the 2018 Chicago Marathon. I am also a full-time novelist with Simon & Schuster and the mother of 2 toddlers. And what I want women listening to know is that you do not have to choose. So many voices in our life tell us that we can only do one thing. We can either be someone with hobbies or we can be a mother. We can either be a mother or we can be an athlete. We can either be an athlete or we can work a full-time job that we love. And I'm just here to tell you that the voices that tell us that, they are just blatantly untrue. The women in my life are the best multitaskers that I know. They are multifaceted, they are driven and curious, and all of us have the right to choose to chase down our potential in every single avenue that we want to, whether that be 1 or whether that be 50. So on this International Women's Day, I just want to encourage you to keep chasing your dreams, because we do owe a lot to the pioneers who came before us, but we owe even more to that next generation of women, our daughters and their daughters. So for them, keep chasing those dreams.
My name is Guarina Lopez, and I am from the Pascoyaqui tribe in Tucson, Arizona. I currently reside on Piscataway territory in Washington, D.C. I'm a writer, I'm an artist, and I'm also the founder of Native Women Ride and the Indigenous Cycling Collective. You know, there were 3 options, 3 questions, and, you know, I don't know, I kind of went through the same answer for all 3 of them, which is to say, you know, if there's something that I could share with other women, is something that was just told to me a couple of days ago. I went to a book signing by an Indigenous author who wrote a memoir. And I've been working on my memoir for a long time, but I've also, in that process, have been researching other Indigenous women's memoirs, and there aren't very many out there. There's less than 5, probably. So I was really excited to go to this book reading. And she signed the book, and I got home and read the inscription, and it just said, "Be bold." And during her talk, I asked a question. We're from the same area in the Southwest, so we understand what the landscape is like there culturally, politically, historically, for our tribes, but also just in the U.S. And I believe that what she was trying to tell me is that to be bold means not to wait. Don't hesitate. Create the thing, write the book now. And we hear that a lot, but, you know, when I think about who my audience is, it's my son. I want to leave a legacy that I wasn't given. And I want to be able to give it to him, and so that he has fewer questions than I did and that I continue to have. So a lot of my reticence of finishing the book and even kind of getting it out there is fear. I'm afraid that people won't like it. I'm afraid that I'll reveal too much. I have all these fears, but I just need to do it. I just need to finish it. And that's being bold. Being bold is, for me, doing the thing that I've wanted to do for so long, and it is to tell this story, not just of my life, but of the people who have shaped my life, many of whom have been women, and how my life has been shaped by not having my birth mother in my life, and how who I am as a woman is still an ongoing search. So that is, that's my 2 cents. Be bold.
Hi there, I'm Vanessa Peralta Mitchell, owner of VCPM Inc. and the creator of the Game Changers program, which is a nationwide program that provides resources and funds so more women of color can become certified run coaches. Our bigger mission is to redefine who people see as experts and leaders in the running industry. I'm so glad that Tina reached out, and the thing that I'm going to share with you today is one piece of advice. And my one piece of advice actually comes from me attending a conference. And when I heard this quote, I didn't really understand the impact that it would have on my life. But I wrote it down because I knew it was important. And that quote was, if you don't live out your purpose, you could be preventing others from living theirs. And this is really important and resonates with me because sometimes we have these ideas or these goals and these dreams and we just sit on them, not understanding that all it takes is one step, all it takes is one action to make our dreams, our ideas, and our desires come to reality. And the fact that those are needed right now because it could be affecting other people in a way that they can live out their ideas, their dreams, and their goals. And I know sometimes we can get stuck in terms of thinking about, well, what's my purpose, right? Or I'm still figuring it out. I truly, truly believe that everyone's purpose already lives inside of them. So whatever idea, dream, or goal you have, know that you have everything in you already to achieve those things. And my one piece of advice, I hope that you take it, is continue to take one step, one action to fulfill your purpose because it could be impacting others in a way that's immeasurable.
Hi, my name is Emily Stahl. I am a sports psychology coach and a mental health counselor. I have a private practice working with athletes, helping them to find more in their movement, both more in terms of performance development and as well as helping them find more meaning and purpose and satisfaction from their movement practices. My own movement practice has been lifelong. I've been an athlete as long as I can remember in very casual and playful ways when I was a kid, and collegiately was a Division I rower. And I find my movement practice these days is fulfilling through running primarily, strength training, and for the last more than 10 years, I've been doing push-ups every single day. I currently do 125 every day. The advice that I would give to other women is that rather than pursuing and expecting perfection from yourself, either because of external messages that have been told to you or that maybe you've internalized a sense of self that's based on high achievement and perfection, as if the way that you matter is if you do well and achieve. Instead, I encourage you to pursue development rather than pursuing perfection. Pursue development and being in a space for learning. By being open and curious about who you are and what you can do will always be more powerful. It'll be more effective and enjoyable than being demanding and expectant of yourself. My advice is invite openness and curiosity.
Hello, I'm Donna Finney. I am a dog mom of 2, of Poppy and Daisy, a runner, a very average runner, and lover of polka dots. I manage volunteers for a large race organization and lucky enough to say that's my dream job. I get to merge my love of volunteering and running together, and I get to work with amazing people. My advice to women would be to to find what speaks to your squishy heart and get involved in the community. I manage volunteers for a living, but I also practice what I preach. So I would suggest find the cause that speaks to you. For me, that is people going hungry. I want to make sure that I am supportive of all of the local pantries in New York City. So you can often find me in soup pantries, and to see the world from a different lens, from someone else's perspective, is very eye-opening, and it really makes you look at the world in a different way. So that would be my advice to everyone, not just women, but go ahead, find what speaks to your squishy heart, get involved and support your community and the people around you.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Sue, and I'm the creator of the Instagram platform Diverse We Run, where I write stories every week to elevate the voices of athletes who are people of color, so that we can not only help people feel seen in our lived experiences, but so we can also broaden and expand the definition and perception of who a runner is. My biggest word of encouragement for women is to be patient. To give ourselves patience and time that we need to get after the goals and dreams that we set. Don't let the timelines of others rush you. There is no rush to get back to pre-injury fitness or pre-baby fitness. Take the time that you need to strength train, to really fine-tune and zero in on the nutrition that your body needs, and to get rest, and to remember that we're more than just our running. We are complex, multifaceted people and humans with a bunch of other things that go on in our lives that we're juggling and leading and managing. So give yourself the time, have patience, and there's no rush to accomplish the big things ahead of you. You will get there in the time that you're meant to get there. Oh, and I wanted to add, great things take time, and even good things take time. So we give everyone else time, grace, patience. We need to give that to ourselves as well.
Hi everybody, I'm Marna Obaldo. I am a climate justice activist from the Philippines. I hope this Women's Month that alongside honoring those amazing women, we should also honor you, ourselves, for always doing our best, for always embracing resilience and inner strength. We often underestimate our abilities, but when we're faced with challenges, we discover how capable we truly are. So I hope you continue to trust yourself, believing on your own potential, and never be afraid of voicing out your opinions, and never be afraid to chase your dreams. Because remember, we are capable of achieving greatness. I just wish that all women know that we are not alone. You are not alone. Let us always remember that we are here for each other and we are stronger together. Thank you.
Taking care of your health isn't always easy, but it should at least be simple. That's why for the last 5 years, I've been drinking AG1 every day. No exceptions, 1 scoop mixed in water once a day, every day, and it makes me feel good. I feel energized. I can take on the day knowing no matter what happens, no matter what my food intake looks like, I have taken care of myself. That's because each serving of AG1 delivers my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, and more. It's a powerfully healthy habit that's also powerfully simple. I know with AG1, I'm getting this high-quality nutrition. Every batch goes through this rigorous testing process so you know it's safe. Their ingredients are sourced for absorption, potency, and nutrient density. If there's one product I had to recommend to elevate your health, it's AG1. And that's why I've partnered with them for so long. So if you want to take ownership of your health, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase exclusively at drinkag1.com/Tina. That's drinkag1.com/Tina. Check it out.
I'm Kat Bradley, a professional trail runner and coach. And I wish women knew that how empowering it was to elevate other women, especially, I'm especially speaking to younger women. I think there is this pattern of thinking that a success of another woman means that there's less success out there for you. And that's just not true. And it feeds into the cycle of less opportunities for women. And, you know, it's not something that I learned till later, but it is just so fulfilling and so empowering. And it creates lots of opportunities down the line when you elevate the women around you.
Hi, this is Kara Goucher. I'm a two-time Olympic athlete, a mother, a wife, and a broadcaster and a podcaster. My favorite thing about women supporting women is just how much it has a ripple effect. We see it all the time. Women support women, then that other woman succeeds, then that woman supports another woman, and it just always has this giant effect. And it's so profound. So when I see another woman supporting another woman, it makes me really happy because I know that that's not where that support and where that growth is going to end. It's going to go on and on and on. I just think about it so much, especially recently after watching the World Indoor Championships and seeing women celebrate together and not letting someone else's success take away from their own happiness. So anyway, that's what I love about women supporting women.
Hi, my name is Margaret Spring, and I live in Denver, Colorado. I am an ultra runner and coach for a mountain endurance team. I've been coaching for over 4 years now. And some advice I would give to women listening is that it doesn't take away from your success to uplift and celebrate other women. Always be encouraging, kind, loving, and celebrate in other people's successes.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kelly Roberts. I'm the founder of the by and for women's running community called the Badass Lady Gang. We offer free weekly meetups in 11 cities in the U.S. and Canada, geared towards all athletic levels, whether you're a 22-minute miler or a 9-minute miler. We have training resources that won't overtrain you and are geared specifically towards women. We build community. Come check us out. I want to talk about women supporting women because I would not be where I am today if it were not for a vast community of women who have lent me their ears, their insight, and their support over the years. I learned very quickly how important it is to surround myself with women who look around them and pull other women up with them and don't view, jobs as limited on roles and that they don't put competition in the way of things. They are always looking out for each other and they're always playing on the exact same team. When we talk about women supporting women, it's so important that we are all constantly truly looking around us and saying, what can I do to connect you with people who can help you? Because life is really hard. Women are hardwired for perfectionism and people pleasing. And without having that support system in place, we do too much. So that to me is everything, women supporting women.
Hi, my name is Monica Daria, and I'm the founder of Green Gear Supply Company. It's a company I started when I was a student in college. I'm currently at the MIT Sports Analytics Conference because I create products that are made from sugarcane, and a lot of sports teams use them. For example, like clear bags and rain ponchos. It's actually currently raining here too. But happy International Women's Day. One of my favorite things about women supporting other women is that I feel like together we just create this amazing environment where we encourage each other and also feel more comfortable to take risks. I know for myself personally, I have felt supported by other women as I launched my own business by myself, which isn't an easy task, as most people know, and probably even harder as a minority woman. So even today, I also love just encouraging other women to do the same thing, to take risks, and just contribute overall to a more supportive environment.
Hi, my name is Rocio Villalobos, and I am a Chicana indigenous trail and ultra runner based in Austin, Texas, land of the Coahuilteca and the Tonkawa. I am also the co-founder of Native Roots ATX, a running and wellness crew that centers indigenous people and seeks to redefine wellness as something that happens collectively and in community with each other. My one piece of advice to women listening is to not be afraid to hold the door open for others. I am who I am because of the many, many women who invested their time, their love, their energy into supporting me and helping me recognize my own strength. They invited me into spaces that ultimately helped me develop a sense of my power. So when you're granted access to spaces because that door has been held open for you, think about who's missing and consider what you can do to bring others alongside with you.
Hi, my name is Natalia, and I am a sustainable fashion designer and content creator. I love to teach people about sewing, about fashion, and all about sustainability at the same time because I do believe that we can love fashion and love the planet, and those two things can coexist. And something that I love about women supporting women is that there really is no greater feeling than being supported by a group of women. As somebody who works in the fashion space, I am surrounded by a lot of women and a lot of really incredible, passionate women. And I just don't think that there's anything quite like the love and care and respect that women can give each other. And I do think that I feel most empowered when my girlfriends support me, and I love supporting them in all of their endeavors. I think that as women, if we don't support each other and if we don't empower each other and, hold each other accountable to keep going to whatever we want to be doing, I just don't think we could grow as well. And I think that being powered by women and supporting each other helps us all out. Like if one woman is achieving her goals and succeeding, that means all of us are achieving our goals and succeeding. And I think it's just like a really beautiful community. And I think that society can sometimes want to pin us against each other and can sometimes want us to kind of be each other's competition. And like there can only be, one successful woman in certain field or whatever. And I just don't think that's true. And I think the more that we go against that, the better the world is and the more successful we all are. So always support your women. Don't give in to any sort of societal standards, competition, or anything, because we can all be successful at the same time. We can all coexist as successful women. And there really is nothing better than women supporting women. Count how many times I said women, I don't know, but I really do love it. And I think that we need more of it in the world.
Hi, my name is Christine Yu. I'm a journalist and the author of the book Up to Speed, The Groundbreaking Science of Women Athletes. And what I love the most about women supporting other women is just the stories that we share with each other, the power of storytelling, and knowing that I'm not the only one who's going through these experiences, who's facing these challenges, who's feeling these feelings. And that's really validating to know that I'm not alone, because it can often feel so lonely out there when you are trying to do new things, when you are trying just to survive in this world. And more importantly, the thing that I love about women supporting women is that in doing this, we are creating support systems and networks and infrastructure that really center women, our experiences and our priorities in a way that doesn't exist in the current society and culture. Thank you, Tina, for the opportunity to share this with you all.
Hi, my name is Rahaf Khatib, aka Run Like a Hijabi on Instagram. I have 3 teenagers. I live in Michigan, and I love to run. I love moving my body. It's just a form of getting out of my head and having some me time. I've accomplished a lot during my running journey. It's been an amazing, amazing journey. I landed the cover of a women's running magazine, which made national headlines and actually international headlines as being the first hijabi-wearing woman or hijabi woman on the cover of a running magazine. This is a huge deal to me in my community. And I feel like it's breaking ground for more to come and more women like me who can, stand up and represent and speak up. I love the fact that women supporting women is an amazing thing because we can't fight injustices alone. In my running journey, I've raised money for charities, tons of charities for various causes, and I always stand up for injustice. I want peace in the world. And women can't do that alone, you know. We have to support one another in this journey. And I feel like when we have each other's back, it not only feels good and it warms the heart and it warms the soul, but it feels good to stand up for another cause because it feels selfless. And sometimes I feel like running is very individual. So when you're supporting other women, supporting other causes, standing up for justice, standing up for, you know, people who may not be represented, it will feel good. I promise you. Try it and you'll see. Thank you.
Peace, y'all. My name is Patty Dukes. I'm a hip-hop artist, screenwriter, and runner, co-founder of Circa 95, member of We Run Uptown, based in New York City, and I'm excited that this summer in Paris, I will be running the Olympic Marathon. Are you running it? Let me know. Reach out to me. It's going to be an exciting moment for all of us in the running community to be able to bring the joy of running worldwide. For this International Women's Day, let's support all the women in our community. Let's bring the joy of running to everybody that we meet. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out.
Hi. My name is Carly Beatty, and I do a few things. On top of being a financial advisor, I'm also a bit of an Instagram aficionado. One piece of advice I would give to other women is to not put them down, but to lift them up. So many of us are constantly put down by our peers, especially other women, that we oftentimes don't know how to bring each other up because in the end, it's only us.
Hi, my name is Kat Morris. I manage the sustainability efforts for the Chicago Marathon. I became involved in sustainability when my now 17-year-old son was a baby and realized the incredible challenges he would face in his future if we didn't take collective action to combat climate change. Before I became a climate activist, the one thing I'd consistently done my entire adult life is run. Sometimes not every day, and sometimes not even every month. But I've always had that as a place to de-stress, solve problems, and clear my head, and enjoy the beauty that surrounds us outside. Looking back, I've always enjoyed the camaraderie of other runners, always encouraging and supportive of each other, and that support I've always felt over the years, whether running solo or with a group. Knowing other runners always had my back. And that's the same experience I have about women supporting other women. I think back to when my son was diagnosed with a learning disorder and how I was told for every negative he had heard, he needed to hear 10 positives. That has really stuck with me. I think about the number of times as women, how our voices are not heard and how we are not seen, and how important it is to support, celebrate, and uplift other women. I think of the women that have reached out to me when I've been close to despair in this fight for climate change and have unknowingly lifted me up by letting me know that I have made a difference. Together, women's voices are making a difference.
Happy International Women's Day. My name is Allie Criscuolo. I am the Sustainability and Corporate Social Responsibility Director at New York Roadrunners, as well as a sustainability consultant. I love my family, running, plogging, swimming, exploring my neighborhood in New York City, and bringing people together. This is for the women who are interested in making the planet a better place for the next generation. Anyone can embed sustainability in their job. You don't have to be a sustainability director or have sustainability in your job title to do so. Advocate in the areas where you may have impact to drive a more sustainable future. Be your organization's climate advocate. Start an environmental team. Find opportunities where you can cut costs or drive revenue while being more sustainable. Hope to see you out on a plog soon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maddie Orr. I'm a sport ecologist at the University of Toronto in Canada, where I study climate change and sports. And I teach classes on sport and climate change and sustainability to our amazing undergrad and graduate students. And what I'm thinking about this International Women's Day is how in sports, most things that women have, we had to take for ourselves. If you look through history, there's not really any example of sport institutions, the big organizations, opening the doors and saying, hey, women, come play. That never really happened that way. It was always a brave woman or a few brave women who showed up and asked for a seat at the table or a spot in the race. Often they did this and were shunned for it. We're told to get out of the way. We're told it's a man's game. When we think about the Olympics, we're in an Olympic year this year. You know, they're being celebrated for being the first to have gender parity. And I think it's important for us women to remember that's not true. There are as many opportunities for women to win medals as men this year, which is great. And I'm really excited for all the athletes who get to do that. But that doesn't mean that women's sport is being supported in the same way everywhere around the world, or that as many women will actually travel to Paris, often because of resource that's lacking, because women's sport is still seen as lesser than. But I want to shout out a few women through history that showed up at the table and demanded a spot because they were the ones that paved the way for all of us. It wasn't the big organizations. It was not the IOC or World Athletics or tennis or whatever. It was a few women who showed up and demanded it. So Toni Stone was the first woman to play professional baseball in a men's professional baseball league. That was in the 1950s. She played for the Kansas City Monarchs. Catherine Switzer was the first woman to run the Boston Marathon. She ran it in 1967. She was 20 at the time, had to hide in the bushes at the start line in order to start. And then her husband actually ran behind her because a bunch of dudes were trying to knock her off course, and her husband had to pull them off so she could finish the race. A few other examples: Gertrude Ederle became the first woman to swim the English Channel. Cheryl Swoops became the first woman signed to the WNBA after basically demanding and shouting them down, saying, we need a women's league. The Saudi Arabian women's national football team was formed a couple years ago, so very, very recent. And they've absolutely dominated. They've done such a good job. They won their first international friendly, and they are absolutely pioneering in a part of the world where just a couple years ago, women were not allowed to even show up in the stands at a men's game, let alone be on the field and be the spectacle. Katie Sowers became the first openly gay coach at Super Bowl. And that, again, is just an example of showing up and then demanding opportunities. Alyssa Nakin was the first female coach in Major League Baseball, and the list goes on and on and on. And so today I just want to tip my hat to all of the women who are showing up for each other and demanding spots in the game because we deserve it. Happy Women's Day.
Hi, I'm Sasha Golish, first-time caller, long-time listener to Tina's podcast. Who am I? Well, I guess I'm probably most known in the running community as a Team Canada athlete. I've represented Canada 13 times on the international stage. I'm also your local community runner that's going to say hi when you see me out there. My work outside of running is also sort of my professional career. My work really centers around the connection between physical activity and mental health. And so I work in this department at the University of Toronto called the Mental Health and Physical Activities Research Center. And I'm the director of community engagement and knowledge translation on a multi-year grant asking the question from coast to coast to coast, what could a reimagined, equitable, diverse, and inclusive sports system look like for youth, in particular for girls? And so on this International Women's Day, which asks us to inspire inclusion, I think about what it is to be a strong woman and how I can amplify the diverse voices of the strong women in my life. And so when I think about being a strong woman, I think about my mantra, my life philosophy, which is to wake up every day, be the best version of myself, and share that with people. And by all means, that's not special. Please feel free to use that in your life as it works. But this year I'm really exploring this idea of strong women, empowering strong women. And so when I think about that, I also think about my personal permission slip. And my personal permission slip is I'm doing the best that I can. And that's not to erode what excellence means to me in my life. And please remember, please set your own definition of excellence. And that's not for me to be in conflict with my values, but it's this idea that when you get overwhelmed and when life seems really overwhelming and almost overbearing and you don't know where to go, to take that breath, to ask yourself, what is it in your life that you're finding challenging, and to say, I'm doing the best that I can. And so for me, that's getting back to the basics, sleeping well, eating well, and oh my gosh, exercise. Moving my body in a way so that when I look at that list of priorities that I need to do, I'm well rested, I'm well nourished, and that mind-body connection that we know so well, that mental health boost we get from physical activity, I can be the best version of myself in that moment and really identify those priorities in my life. So strong women and all of the diverse, strong voices in my life, thank you. Because in those moments where I don't feel my strongest, I know that you've got my back.
Hello, I'm Lorna. I am a trail runner. The trails make me feel alive. And I would love women listening to know that wherever they are is exactly where they need to be. Acknowledge the present, be present, and embrace it for all it has to offer. And it might change, and it might not feel perfect, and it might feel scary, but that is exactly where you need to be.
What a beautiful collection. I am honored to know those women. I am grateful to each of those women. And there were so many other women who I could have asked who were not able to get the messages to me. And I totally love and cherish them anyway. I hope you take some time to reflect on the messages there, on the themes that came through. And I hope that there's one or two that speaks to you, that really hits your heart and reminds you of a message that you needed to hear. So what would my advice be? I genuinely haven't thought of this answer, by the way. I'm coming up with this on the fly. What would my advice be? What would I say to you? I would say surround yourself with women like those I featured today. And I know it can be easy to hear someone like me say, well, of course you can get those kind of people around you. But those women exist in your life too, in your world. And when you find them, hold on to them. And you might lose a few along the way because you're too intense like me. Hold on too tight. But generally, I think we need women in our lives. And when you find those women who make you feel good about yourself, when you find those women who you leave them and you feel more confident in who you are, you feel like you can take on anything, they make you feel good. Keep those women. Seek out those women. Even if you have to be a bit of a creeper like I have been in the past, where I literally have gone up to people in a roundabout way, said, will you be my friend? And I'm not kidding, by the way. Seek them out, speak to them, get to know them, support other women. That's another huge step you can start with. When you you're inspired by women like the ones I shared today, share their stuff. Share that with your community. Be a supporter of them. Be a supporter of women. And if we do that, we are unstoppable. I want to thank our sponsors today. You can find links in the show notes to all the women featured in the show notes at runningforreal.com/episode 389. There's also links to our partners in there, Tracksmith, to Precision, to AG1. Thank you for your support, for allowing me to spend a huge amount of my time collecting this stuff, as well as my team putting it together. Thank you so much to Jeremy and Sally for the extra effort you put into this episode. Without the partners, we wouldn't be able to do this. I hope you share this episode. It'll inspire other women, and I hope you have a happy International Women's Day. Sending lots of love. Before we go any further, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Running for Real team. Without them, I would not be able to do barely anything compared to what I'm able to do today. They are behind the scenes. They are there for me. I am just so appreciative of them. To Jeremy Nessel, our podcast editor, audio consultant, and someone who's been with me since the start. To Sally Pontarelli, our content and operations manager, who is there day to day doing all the things to help me be successful. To Kelsey Wang, our head of design, and Louise Murphy, our associate designer. And finally, to Sandy Gutierrez, our photographer and content strategist. I am appreciative of all of you and wouldn't be able to do what I do without you.